Hello people! Tony here and welcome back to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews, and this is the first multi-part review that I have here for the year 2020. And now I have a question here. How many of you people who were kids back in the 80s and 90s and stuff loved going to the arcades and playing arcade games and just spending a bunch of quarters on them and just playing the game you wanted to play and just having mindless fun? Well, I was one of those kids. Like, I remember going to the arcades back in the day, playing like a lot of video games, like playing the Tekken games and playing Time Crisis and playing games like Silent Scope and like Brave Firefighters and playing like Sega Rally too, and some bowling games and like just playing all those like classic fun arcade games like in the malls and stuff like that. And arcade games and arcade stays in general were the shit back then, definitely. Now, why am I talking about arcades and stuff like that? Well, for today's episode, we're going to be looking at a few arcade ports here that were made by the companies Midway Acclaim. You know, Midway is the people who brought the games like Mortal Kombat, and stuff like that, which they're well known for and stuff. And like this will be a three-part review here. We're going to be looking at three PlayStation ports of some popular Midway arcade games. We got part 1, we're going to be looking at NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Part 3, we're going to look at, part 2, we're going to be looking at Mortal Kombat 3. And part 3, we're going to be looking at WrestleMania the arcade game. Now, we're going to be reviewing these based on the order they were released. And we got the first one right here. This is NBA Jam Tournament Edition for the PlayStation Edition 1 version. It can also be found on the Super Nintendo, PC, and more. Now, this is the first time that I'm going to be reviewing a basketball game here, and never really cared for reviewing sport game stuff, but this is different because this is an arcade game and stuff, and it was mindless arcade fun 2-on-2 basketball. And like I mentioned, this started off live in the arcades before it came to the home consoles and stuff, and this game is awesome. It is very hard, but it is a lot of fun. And like, of course, like I mentioned, you could play some little 2-on-2 basketball or 1-on-1 basketball or 2-on-1, whatever you want to do. Just fun arcade basketball is the way to go. And there's no story in this game, of course, because it's a basketball game, sport game, so it wasn't any stuff. It's just you pick a team, you play basketball against another team, then boom, there you go. That's basically what it is. And like most Midway arcade games here, this uses the digitized actors, character models, so those 2D digitized character sprites that Midway and Acclaim were known for and stuff. And they're pretty much the character models are on par with Mortal Kombat and stuff, or WrestleMania the arcade game and stuff, which I know is kind of a weird comparison because all three of them are different games and stuff. But the game is very fast, smooth frame rate, fast-paced game, fast-paced basketball. I don't know what else you can ask for, so the fact that it's cool 2D sprites playing basketball and their digitized stuff. It's just 2-on-2 basketball at its finest. For sound, there's not much to say except for the fact that the announcer and the music, both are awesome. They fit the theme of a basketball game when you're playing basketball in the arcades and stuff. I love it when the announcer goes like, "Monster Jim, he's on fire! Oh, the rebound! Look, go slam the dunk! Yes!" and so, and like, love it. It's like fun hokiness at its finest. Even the Super Nintendo, even like the 16-bit ports, like Super Nintendo version has the acting too and stuff. Because I played the Super Nintendo port and the PlayStation port and the arcade version too. Both fucking awesome. All of them fucking awesome. Yeah. But like, and the music consists of like rockish synthesizer tunes, and they're awesome as well. I mean, not much to say. They just fit the basketball theme and stuff like that. Gameplay, now let's get to the meat here, the gameplay. It is a lot of fun, but there is one problem I have, which I'll get to later in the review. And like I said before, it's mainly 2-on-2 basketball where you play as any NBA team you want and stuff, like even a rookie NBA team. In this review, since I'm from Indiana, I'll be playing as the Chicago Bulls, because Chicago is near Indiana and stuff. You can't play as Michael Jordan, but you can play as like Scottie Pippen and such, and this is not realistic basketball at all in the slightest, but that's what makes it enjoyable. It's hokiness arcade basketball fun, and you can do cool things like some badass slam dunks and fireball slam dunks. You can score like 9-pointers, 4-pointers, 6-pointers on like certain parts of like the court and stuff. And like I said, this classic arcade fun. The PlayStation version comes very close to the arcade version, aside from some of the load times. It has some FMV cutscenes during like halftime and stuff, and when you finish the game and stuff. And it is the go-to version in my opinion. They have a Sega Saturn version, but it was decent, but it was very blocky in the graphics, and the controls had some problems there too. And I don't remember the Super Nintendo version, so I can't say there. And you can choose from two modes here head-to-head and team game. Head-to-head is the mode I'm playing here because team game is mainly the multiplayer mode and stuff. And like I mentioned here, in head-to-head you can do like 2-on-2, 1-on-1, or 2-on-1, or so and so on, so on. And it's just basically classic arcade fun, like I mentioned before. Team game is basically like you can play up to 4 players if you own like the multi-tab, like you up to 4 people play. But if you wanna verse people in the team game, you have to have the multi-tab and plugged, and the second player has to plug the port into controller port number 3, because that's how it is. Because it'll just be you and another person on the team. You can also do special moves like with your turbo, like I mentioned before, like how you can just do some badass slam dunks and just like shoot the ball from halfway through the course of that. It's very cool. But now I gotta talk about the bad here, and this game is really hard, even on the easiest difficulty setting. I will admit I suck at this game, but even veterans of basketball games will have a tough time with this game, definitely. But if you can look past this game should not be overlooked at all. My final verdict goes like this. If you're looking for some classic basketball fun made by Midway and Acclaim, definitely pick this game up because you'll not know what you're missing. I'm going to be taking off some points here because of the difficulty and such, but I won't be taking off that many points. I mean, the difficulty does have a huge factor for it. I won't be getting a 9.5 or a perfect 10, but a 9 out of 10 is the way to go for this game, so definitely pick it up because it's the way to go. Now, we're not done yet. Part 2, we're going to look at Mortal Kombat 3, the very first Mortal Kombat game we got on the PlayStation, excluding the crappy port of Mortal Kombat 2 released in Japan and stuff. But you want to find out about how this port fares to the arcade version? Stay tuned, because you'll not know what you're missing. This is Tony, peace out, and have a great day everybody, and see you all in part 2.